You think the world is fair, don't you? That life is a game where good deeds are rewarded and the wicked eventually fall. Let me tell you a little secret. Life's not a playground. It's a battlefield. And the ones who thrive aren't the kind ones, the obedient ones. They're the ones who learn how to survive in the chaos. The ones who understand that rules are just illusions, chains crafted to keep the daring in check. You came here looking for answers, didn't you? Crawled through the dirt, bleeding, desperate for someone to tell you why they pushed you, why they laughed while you fell, why they crushed you under their boots. Here's your answer. They didn't see you as a threat. They saw you as a pawn, a tool, something they could use, break, and discard. And you let them. But not anymore. Oh no, that version of you is dead. The person who bent over backward for their approval, who stayed silent when they mocked you, who believed the lies they fed you about what you could or couldn't do. You buried that fool the moment you hit rock bottom. And now they get to meet the version of you they never wanted to see. They wanted a monster, didn't they? Someone they could point at, someone to fear, someone to blame for their own failures. Funny, isn't it? How they poke and prod, push and provoke until you snap, and then act surprised when you finally stop playing nice. They think they made you. That's the joke. They didn't make you. They unleashed you. What they don't understand is monsters aren't born. They're created. Molded in the fire of betrayal, sharpened by every lie, every insult, every knife in the back. You don't get to where you are by being soft, by being kind. No. Kindness is weakness in their world, and weakness is a luxury you can't afford anymore. You want to know what it means to be free. Truly free. It's not about breaking chains. It's about burning them so no one can ever use them against you again. It's about taking every ounce of pain they gave you, every ounce of hate they hurled at you, and turning it into fuel. Because that's what monsters do. We don't cry over broken pieces. We build weapons out of them. You feel that fire in your chest, that cold, sharp edge in your mind. That's your strength now. Not the fake kind they pretend to have, the kind that crumbles the moment it's tested. No, this is real strength. The kind that comes from knowing you don't need anyone's approval, anyone's permission, anyone's mercy. Let me ask you something. Do you still care what they think? Do you still wake up hoping they'll see you, understand you, accept you? If you do, then you're not ready. You're still playing their game, still following their rules. And rules are for sheep, for the meek, for the ones too scared to see the world as it really is. A jungle where only the ruthless survive. Do you know what scares them the most about you? It's not your strength, your anger, or even the fact that they can't break you anymore. It's the fact that you stopped caring. They see it in your eyes, that emptiness, that clarity, and it terrifies them. Because when you stop caring, you become something they can't control. And control, that's all they ever wanted. You think you owe them something, don't you? Your kindness, your forgiveness, your understanding. You don't owe them a damn thing. Not your compassion, not your attention, not even your hatred. You think they'll feel bad if you rise above them. You think they'll change, see the error of their ways. They won't. People like that never do. They don't hate you because of who you are. They hate you because of who they'll never be. So, what are you going to do? Go back to being the person they could push around? Pretend you didn't see the truth about them, about the world? Or are you going to show them what happens when you push someone too far? They call you a villain, a monster, a threat. Good. Let them. Monsters don't play by their rules. Monsters don't beg for scraps. Monsters don't care if they're loved or hated. You think that's a curse? It's not. It's freedom. The kind of freedom they'll never have because they're too busy trying to fit into a world that doesn't give a damn about them. Here's the thing about monsters. We don't die like heroes. We don't fade away, forgotten, buried under the weight of everyone else's expectations. No, monsters live forever. We become the stories people whisper about in fear, the legends that keep them awake at night. You want to be a hero? Go ahead. Die for a cause nobody will remember. You want to live? You embrace the monster within. You don't need their respect. Respect fades. Fear. Fear sticks. Fear keeps them in line, makes them hesitate, reminds them who they're dealing with. So stop looking for their approval and start owning the darkness they forced you into. This isn't about revenge. Revenge is petty, small. No, this is about survival. About taking everything they said you couldn't have, becoming everything they said you'd never be. You rise above their rules, their limits, their expectations, and you don't look back. Because the moment you do, you give them power over you again. And monsters don't give away their power. You've been to hell and back, haven't you? Crawled through fire, endured the kind of pain that would break most people. And now you're standing here, stronger than they ever thought possible. But here's the thing, you're just getting started. This isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning. They wanted to see what would happen if they stripped away everything you loved, everything that made you human. And now they're terrified of what they've created, because you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're turning their hate into strength, their doubt into determination, their betrayal into power. So, go ahead. Show them what a real monster looks like. Not the kind they can tame, control, or predict. The kind that burns everything in its path, leaves nothing behind for anyone to follow. The kind that doesn't apologize for its existence. You don't need their acceptance. You don't need their forgiveness. All you need is that fire in your chest, that hunger in your soul, that unshakable belief that you were meant for more. Not their world, not their rules, not their lies. Your world, your rules, your truth. They thought they could break you. They thought they could bury you. But they forgot one simple thing. Monsters don't die. They rise, stronger, hungrier, unstoppable. And you're not just a monster. You're the storm they never saw coming. The reckoning they can't escape. The nightmare they'll never wake up from. So stop hiding. Stop waiting. Stop holding back. They wanted a monster. Give them everything they asked for, and more.